welcome to our Beamcast, a platform where we celebrate inspiring journeys and meaningful global connection. Today, we are truly honored to host an exceptional educator and leader whose journey reflects growth, adaptability, and purpose. Born and raised in Japan, she began her career in the corporate world, transitioned into EFL teaching, and now serves as the Vice Principal of Laurus International School of Science in Tokyo, Ms. Chiho Nakagawa. What makes today's conversation even more special is her connection with India through her visit and experiences here, which has added a unique dimension to her perspective on education, culture, and global learning. Ma'am, we are delighted to have you today. Welcome to the Beamcast. With that, let us begin today's conversation by exploring the journey that has shaped your inspiring career. Ma'am, I would like to know about which aspect of Japanese culture have most strongly shaped your leadership style, and was there a moment in your early life that first hinted at your path toward education?
Hey, thank you for asking. What most strongly shaped our leadership style regarding in terms of Japanese culture? I think that's Zen. Do you know Zen?
Yes, ma'am.
Zen is a kind of a mindset to be calm. It's very important as to judge fairly and to know about oneself. It's very important. That's Japanese culture is very important for me. And also in early life, oh, actually, I was a teacher, and now also I'm a teacher now. But being a teacher and being working with teachers as a leadership, it's the same. And working with parents, working with community, everywhere else. It's the same. We are working with people. So I believe that communication and sympathy is the most important, and everybody pursue why I'm living, what's the purpose of my living, who I am. That's the key to lifelong learner, and we are all achieving it, regardless of the situation as a student, parents, community members, or leadership.
That's truly inspiring, ma'am, that your mindset is really very awesome towards education system and the skills as well. Ma'am, what cultural practices or the values from India did you find particularly inspiring? And have you tried to incorporate any of them into your school environment in Japan?
Yes. The inspiring part for me when I visit India, hospitality. You have a country of hospitality, a lot of hospitality. I'm so impressed and so amazed all the time. And I really appreciate it. And in Japan, we have hospitality, but in different culture, different terms of expression we have, but it's the same. And I really appreciate your hospitality all the time. And we try to incorporate it in our cultural education and our daily lives too. And also, you have a sense of respect too. It's the same here in Japan. So we share lots of same thing. And another one is I talk about hospitality, respect, sense of respect. And the other one is you're diligent. And in our culture, we are diligent too. So we share so many things in common. And I hope we have our such kind of mindset in our school system, and not only just in our school system, in our community system too.
Yes, ma'am, that's really very important. And as you have told that this kind of religion diversities that should be together, which can benefit people also, that's a really very great thing. And also, this is a very great example of how education can become a bridge between different kinds of culture. So, ma'am, when you think of India and Japan, both rich in tradition, as you told now, yet rapidly modernizing, how do you see these two cultures shaping the future of global education together?
Oh. Yes, of course, we need to collaborate. Yeah, we can collaborate easily, not easily, but sometimes, but because we share the same culture. So I think we can understand each other. regardless of some kind of minor maybe difference between how to communicate or how to respect. But I think we can do it all together. And that's one of the most important part. And to make it, I think we need more communication and more practice, I think. From early age, I hope students can communicate in which I mean in both countries, students can communicate and learn each other and learn diversity. You have lots of diversity in your culture, so you already have it in your mindset, but we need to learn it from you too.
Very well said, ma'am. It shows how tradition, innovation can go in hand and benefit people. And as you told you that communication should be in each and every student as it helps in their future also. So, ma'am, what is your most memorable experience when you visit India? And how did it shape your perspective as an educator?
So when I visit India, especially schools, you showed us some kind of cultural activities. For example, you dance, you sing, and also you share some of the, for example, essays, or you read aloud some of the essays. You play some kind of historical things. And I really appreciate all these students' expression and students' activities. These are the most memorable experience, in addition to the warm welcome at the beginning with flowers and with, how do you call that one? Uh,
Tika.
yes, you celebrate and you appreciate the visitor. So that's very heartwarming.
That shows that you were very happy visiting India, and it shows that how excited you are to explore different kinds of things and also loved our religion, culture, and everything.
Yes.
So, ma'am, I would like to ask that a transition from teacher to vice principal is a significant step. What motivated you to take on a leadership role? Additionally, what is your leadership philosophy when working with students as well as the teachers too?
Mm. Yes, thank you for asking. So, from teacher to vice principal, it's a huge leap, big leap, you said. But actually, yeah, it's not a big leap sometimes because we have, it seems that I have more students. So as a school leader, if it's a teacher and just I teach one class, it's small. But as a school leader, I have more responsibility. And what motivated me is to, I have been teaching, but it has a kind of a limitation. I have, for example, 20 students in class. I teach 6 classes. That's all. But and sometimes I can share my practice with some of the other colleagues or some of the other teachers outside of school or outside of Japan. It's one of the things that I can contribute to the education. But if I am a school leader, I can contribute more. And so, for example, teachers in my school, they are like my students. I can tell them how to solve problems. For example, if they have some kind of behavioral issue, if they have some kind of problem in how to proceed some kind of projects, or how to have kind of difficult conversation with parents, I can give them some kind of tips, and I can join these activities, and then I can give them some kind of new insights. So I can do more and I can contribute more to the education. That's what I thought, and I just joined the new role, and I can explore some of the new aspects of myself too. And as a leadership, what's necessary is more something about well-being and something about what's the goal. That's more important. Of course, in class, it's important. In each class, student teachers have a goal of this class, but the goal can be more and bigger and more long-term goal I have right now. And my leadership philosophy. So do you know a word kaizen? Kaizen is a word to improvement. So I hope we are in a good cycle of improve. We can find some kind of problem and we can solve it, and we can be in a good loop of improving ourselves. That's what I am hoping that I can do it right now with teachers, families, and people in the society.
Nice to know that, ma'am. And it shows that how dedicated you are towards to change this education system and how you balance the responsibility with purpose is just amazing. Ma'am, if you could get a chance to redesign the education system, what would be and the first change what you will make about it?
Oh, redesign the education system. It has a huge responsibility, and yeah, um, maybe now people are more connected, or sometimes online, and we can get to know so many things. So I would like to, if possible, I would like to embed more diversity and more choice, adaptability to education. But on the other hand, it should it could cause some kind of chaos. Everything is mixed. So everything is mixed, which means we might lose some of our traditional things or cultural aspects if everything has been mixed all together. So balance is very important, but diversity, just respecting culture and history, is important. So I would like to embed more into it in terms of international education.
Yes, ma'am, it shows that the direction of education is going right if you redesign the education system. And let's go ahead on the next one, which is that having worked in an international environment, how do you view the intersection of Japanese value and the global education together?
Mm. So maybe it's the same as you in value in India, value in Japan, and global education. Sometimes it has some kind of difference, but the goal is the same. We raise people as an educator. We would like to make a better world. That's the goal. And then to make it, we can collaborate and we need to understand the background, which I mean, there is some kind of background history, back some kind of way of thinking, and then logically, if we understand, we can understand, and we can move on to the next step. I think some parts, for example, in Japanese education, some parts are weaker than the others. And but in international education, some aspects are much stronger than the Japanese education. If we combine both, it will be much stronger and much better education we can create, I think.
Thank you for that, ma'am. It shares that the clear vision for that education system should be like. And also the way you have told that you should be respect our culture, different religions, and everything is just like us every student must do. Not every student, every citizen of this country should. Ma'am, if you could go back and talk to your younger self working at the department store, what would you say?
Oh, yeah, that's an interesting question. Thank you for asking.
Welcome,
So
ma'am.
I was working at this department store when I was some of the other life there, maybe, but yes, keep doing and do your best. That's all.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am, for that.
Mm.
Next, the question was that what is the one educational practice from Japan that you believe India could adopt, and one from India that Japan could add from?
Mm. So um, from Japan, what you maybe you have already embedded that, but kaizen is the kaizen. That's the one thing that everybody can do. Of course we have to do it, and not only just in India, but we can do it. So to make it better, we you should be in a good cycle. Make it better, find a problem, make it better. And so PDCA cycle, like plan, do, check, action. Yeah, that's important. That's kaizen. That's important. But I think recently we need some kind of innovation. Things has been changing so rapidly. So we have some of the other cycle, like Q, question, passion, mission, and innovation. So if we are in the same cycle, we cannot go out of the cycle. But if we have question and then it becomes passion. And if it's become your mission, you can make some kind of innovation. I think this is one thing that we have to embed, not only in Japan or India, all over the world, but we can make it. And from India, I think I can learn a lot from you because sorry, your country is now expanding and the number of people is increasing. In Japan, the birth rate is getting lower and lower, and that's a huge problem here. So I can learn from you how to collaborate in a good, big family, and also how to make good relationship in not only in your family, in the community, and from your mindset of hospitality, we need to learn from you.
Thank you for sharing that, ma'am. It shows that how passionate you are towards these things, and it provides actionable and relevant insights too. Thank you, ma'am. So now, ma'am, let us begin with the conversation with a few quick questions. You have to choose one of them, or the answer should be in one word. Should we start, ma'am?
Yes,
Early morning planner or last minute thinker?
I'm an early morning planner.
Teaching or leadership? Which one feels closer to yours?
Mm, Teaching? It's difficult. Teaching is a leadership, I think.
Okay,
Mm.
ma'am. One myth about education you would like to break.
Um, so learning style. People says some are good at learning, for example, learning from reading or a kinetic one, but everybody has the same kind of brain system. So that's the one that we need to break, and then we need to give some kind of multimedia learning to everybody.
Okay, ma'am. Department store or classroom? Where did you learn more about people?
Classroom.
Chalk or technology?
Technology, I prefer.
What quality one every student must have?
Mm. Human, one quality every student must have. Hmm. Healthy mindset.
Okay, ma'am. A book that influenced you deeply.
Uh, so actually, my major was in Irish literature, and I really like James Joyce. And I hope any book of him is regarding your identity. So as a youth, you can read one from his book. A portrait, I especially recommend a portrait of a young man as an artist.
Ma'am, what Japanese value do you cherish the most?
I think Zen mindset, calm mindset.
Okay, ma'am. One habit that keeps you productive every day.
Getting up early.
Impressive and motivated too that how planned you are towards your things and the day you planned. Thank you for sharing that, ma'am.
Thank you so much.
As we come to the end of this conversation, we are reminded that the true education goes far beyond the classrooms and those books. It's like in its experiences, learning, connections, and courage to evolve all around. Thank you, ma'am. Your journey from Japan to global education and your meaningful connection with India has truly inspired us. Thank you for sharing your insights, experiences, and wisdom with such warmth and sincerity. To our listeners, we hope today's conversation encourages you to embrace new perspectives, view culture connections, and continue learning beyond the boundaries. This is Samriddhi signing off from Beamcast. Until next time, stay inspired, stay curious, and keep growing. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I
Thank
really
you, ma'am,
enjoyed.
once again.
Thank you so much.